Dear third prep, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's Mr. Ahmed Mahmoud with you today to introduce a new mathematics lesson. Today, inshallah, we have a new lesson, Algebra. It's Unit 2, Lesson 1. This is the first lesson in Unit 2. The lesson is called Ratio and Proportion. In this lesson, inshallah, we are going to learn what the meaning of ratio and what the meaning of proportion and what is the difference between ratio and proportion and properties of proportion and how can we use these properties to solve many problems. This lesson is very important. About 50% of your exam depend on you in this lesson. Let's start the lesson. First, we are going to remember what the meaning of ratio. The ratio, let we have a group of fitness balls like this. This group formed from 6 balls and another group of sports balls like this, and this group formed from 8 balls. If I need to compare between the two groups or to find the ratio between the two groups, first we have here 6 balls and we have here 8 balls, and in between there is a ratio symbol which is called 2, read as 6 to 8. Okay, this is how can we write the ratio 6 to 8. Okay, 6 and 8 in table 2, then we are going to divide both of them by 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3 and 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Okay, then 3 to 4 is the form of the ratio in the simplest form, as we see here. This is the ratio in the simplest form. This is the first form of the ratio. We have another form to find the ratio, okay, like this. This one is called the first term and 4 is called the second term. Okay, now I'm going to write the second form of the ratio. I will put 3 like this and write down fraction and write 4 like this. Now 3 to 4 equal 3 over 4. This is the first form of the ratio, and we can write this form like this to be 3 over 4 or fractional form. Most of time we are going to use this form. Okay, 3 over 4, 3 is called the antecedent and 4 is called the consequent. Again, 3 is called the antecedent and 4 is called the consequent. Antecedent means first term, consequent means second term. Okay, this is the meaning of the ratio. Let's solve problems about the meaning of the ratio. Here we have example 1. In this example, find the value of x in each of the following if number 1, 2x minus 3 to x minus 5 equal 1 to 4. Now I can't use this form of the ratio. Then the first step, I'm going to change this form into fractional form like this. I will draw fraction like this, and up I will write 2x minus 3. Down I'm going to write x minus 5 equal 1 over 4. Okay, before we took the cross multiplication, okay, I'm going to multiply this expression times 4 and then I'm going to multiply this expression times 1. This is called cross multiplication. Okay, like this, 4 open brackets 2 x minus 3 close the bracket equal 1 times x minus 5 equals x minus 5. Okay, again 1 times x minus 5 equal x minus 5. The second step, I'm going to distribute 4 among 2x and 3. The distribution here means multiply 4 times 2x equals 8x minus 4 times 3 equals 12. Here we have x minus 5. Okay, now I'm going to collect x in the left side and the numbers in the right side. Then I will send x from here to here, and I'm going to send 12 from here to the right side. Then in the left side I have x, 8x. Okay, x send to the left side as minus x equal negative 5 without change, and negative 12 will be positive 12. Okay, then I'm going to simplify 8 minus 1, 8x minus 1x equals 7x equals negative 5 plus 12 equals 7. Okay, then I'm going to send 7 to the other side as divided by 7. Then x equal 7 divided by 7 equals 1. Then this is the value of x. The next one, here we have x power of 2 minus 8 equal 2. 2x power of 2 plus 1 equals 1, 2, 3. The first step, I'm going to put them in a fractional form like this. First I'm going to write fraction, and here I'm going to write x power of 2 minus 8 over 2x power of 2 plus 1 equals 1 over 3. This bracket multiplied by 3 and this bracket multiplied by 1 like this. X power of 2 times 3, x power of 2 minus 8 times 3, and 2x power of 2 plus 1 times 1. Okay, 3 open bracket x power of 2 minus 8 equals 1 times this bracket equal the bracket without change. It will be 2x power of 2 plus 1. Then I'm going to distribute 3 among the bracket like this. 3 times x power of 2 equals 3x power of 2 minus 3 times 8 equal 24. Here we have 2x power of 2 plus 1. Now I'm going to collect x in one side and y and the numbers in one side like this. I will send minus 24 there, and 2x power of 2 I will send it into the left side. Okay, it will be 3x power of 2 minus 2x power of 2 equals 1 plus 24. Don't forget to change the sign of negative 24 and change the sign of 2x. Okay, 3x power of 2 minus 2x power of 2 equal x power of 2, and 1 plus 24 equal 25. Don't forget, if we have x power of 2, if I need to cancel x power of 2, then I will take the square root to both sides like this and complete the equation. X equal, don't forget to write negative or positive root 25, which is 5. Then x here equal negative or positive 20, negative or positive 5. The next example. In this example, find the number which, if added to the two terms of the ratio 7 to 11, it will be 2 to 3. Now we have a ratio 7 to 11. This ratio, 7 is called first term and 11 is called second term. Okay, now there is a number. Okay, there is a number. This number added to the two terms, added to 7 and added to 11, the ratio changed to be 2 to 3. Okay, the first step I will write, let the number b x. Therefore, this is the form of the ratio 7 plus x over 11 plus x equals 2 over 3. Okay, now I need to find the value of x. Then I will make cross multiplication like this: 3 times x plus 7 and 2 times x plus 7. Then continue the equation like this: 2 open brackets 11 plus x equals 3 open brackets 7 plus x. Here I will distribute 2 among the bracket. It will be 22 plus 2x equal 3 distributed among the bracket. It will be 21 plus 3x. Okay, and then I will collect x in one side and collect the numbers in one side. Okay, I will send 3x here in this side and 22 there in the other side. Okay, it will be like this. First, I will start with 2x minus 3x equal, I changed the sign of 3x to be negative 3x because I change the position of 3x from right side to left side. Okay, and here I will write down 21 without change, and I will send 22 to be minus 22. Okay, 2 minus 3 equals negative 1x or negative x equal 21 minus 22 equals negative 1. You can cross the sign here and here, or you can change the sign, or you can send negative 1 there as divide negative 1. It's easier to change the sign like this. Then x equal 1. Finally, x equal 1. This is the value of x or the value of the number. Okay, now I need to check the number. If I make 7 plus 1 over 11 plus 1, 7 plus 11, 8. 11 plus 1 equals 12. 8 over 12 equals, simplify, divide by 4. Divide by 4 equal 2. Divide by 4 equals 3. It gives me the ratio 2 to 3. The next example. Find the number in which it's a square. If the number is x, then its square is x power of 2. Added to each of the two terms of the ratio 7 to 11, it becomes 4 to 5. Okay, let the number be x, okay, and then 7 plus x power of 2 over 11 plus x power of 2 equal 4 over 5. Okay, now and then I will simplify this one by make cross multiplication. X 7 plus x power of 2 times 5 and 11 plus x power of 2 times 4. Okay, and then I will simplify this one like this. 5 multiplied 7 plus x power of 2 equals 4 multiplied 11 plus x power of 2. I will distribute here like this. 5 times 7 and here 5 times x power of 2, 4 times 11, 4 times x power of 2, and then simplify. 5 times 7 equal 35, plus 5 times x power of 2 equals 5 x power of 2 equals 4 times 11 equals 44. 4 times x power of 2 equal 4x power of 2. And then I will collect x in one side and and the number in one side. For x in the left side and 35 in the right side. Okay, it will be 5x power of 2 minus 4x power of 2 equals 44 minus 35. 5 minus 4 equals 1. It will be x power of 2 equals 44 minus 35 equals 9. Then to cancel power 2, I will took the power square root to both sides like this. Therefore, x equal negative or positive 3. Okay, then the number is negative or positive 3. The next example. The ratio between the area of square shaped region of side L to the area of another square of shape region of side 2L. Okay, the first square like this, its side length equal L. The second square like this, its side length equal to L. The area of the first equal L power of 2. 2. The area of the second 2L all power of 2 equals 4L power of 2. Again, here the first L power 2 and the second 2L all power of 2 equal 4L power of 2. Okay, equal, I will make them as a fraction, L power of 2 over 4L power of 2. Don't forget the coefficient here is 1 and the coefficient down is 4. Then I will cancel L power of 2 with L power of 2. Then the ratio in the simplest form equals 1 to 4. The ratio equals 1 to 4. Okay, now I have finished the meaning of the ratio and I'm going to start the meaning of proportion. Okay, let's start the second part of the question of the lesson, which is called proportion. Okay, before explaining the meaning of proportion mathematically, let's focus on this picture. Now we have two tomatoes, the first one and the second one. You will, by looking carefully to the two pictures, you will find they are not the same. Okay, they are different to each other, but there is a harmonic between the two pictures, or there is a symmetrical between the two pictures. You will find the first tomato is symmetric for the second tomato, but they are not equal in measure. Okay, they are different. There is a big one and there is a small one. Okay, now why we find a harmonic between the two pictures? Because they called these two pictures are two proportional pictures. Then what the meaning of proportional or harmonic or symmetric pictures? Okay, by comparing the lengths of the two pictures, the length of the first one is 10 and the length of the second one is 6 centimeters. And by comparing their widths together, the width of the first is 5 and the width of the second is 3. Okay, now I will compare the length to the length and the width to the width like this. The length of the first over the length of the second is 10 over 6. Here 10 over 6, this is a ratio. This ratio 10 to 6, I can simplify this ratio to divide it by 2 each like this. It will be 5 over 3 like this. Okay, the ratio 10 to 6 is the ratio between the length and the length. Okay, and the ratio 5 to 3 is the ratio between the width and the width. Now we find two equal ratios. Okay, then because of the two equal ratios, we found two symmetric or two harmonic or two proportional pictures like this. Then the proportion is what? The proportion of is the equality of two ratios. Then now I have two different examples, two proportional pictures and two proportional ratios. Two proportional pictures means two pictures that are harmonic to each other or symmetric to each other. Two proportional ratios means two equal ratios. Okay, now I can mention the definition of the proportional like this. The proportion is the equality of two ratios or more. Okay, if we have two ratios or more are equal, then this form is called a proportion. And I have explained the meaning of the proportion in the pictures as I explained in the last picture. Okay, another example for proportional pictures. Now we have two trees. By looking carefully to the two trees, you will find a harmonic between the tree and its shadow and the other tree and its shadow. Then they called those two pictures are two proportional pictures because each tree is proportional with its shadow like this. Here in this example we have the height of the tree is 8 meters. The height of the other tree is 4 meters. Here the shadow, the length of the shadow is 6 meters and the length of the shadow here is 3 meters. By finding the ratio between the height and the height, it will be 8 over 4, which is equal divided by 2 each. 8 divided by 2 equal 2. Excuse me, I will divide by 4, not by 2. Okay, divided by 4 equals 2, and here I will divide by 4 equals 1. Then the ratio, the first ratio equal 2 to 1, and the second ratio 6 over 3 divided by 3 each equal 6 divided by 3 2 and 3 divided by 3 1. Now we find what? We find the ratio between the heights of the trees 2 to 1 and the ratio between the shadows of the trees is 2 to 1. Then we get two equal ratios. Then we get two proportional pictures. Okay, then those are called two proportional pictures, and the fractions here called two proportional quantities. Okay, 8 4 6 and 3. Okay, now I have explained the meaning of the proportion. Next I'm going to explain the properties of the proportion like this. Before explaining the properties of proportion, we need to know the names of the quantities which form the proportion, like this. For example, if A, B, C, and D, as I said, are a proportional quantities. Okay, here we have A, B, C, and D are four numbers. Okay, then I'm going to make them in a proportional form like this. A over B equals C over D. Okay, A is called the first proportional, B is called the second proportional, C is called the third proportional, D is called the fourth proportional. Again, A, B, C, D are four numbers, are proportional numbers. Then I can put them in a fractional form like this. A over B equals C over D. Okay, A over B equal C over D, like this. A is called first, B second, C third, D fourth. This is fourth proportion. Okay, now I'm going to explain the first property of the proportion. We have 5 properties. In this lesson we are going to study 2 properties, and in the next lesson I'm going to explain the other 2 properties. Okay, the first property is us. For example, if we have 2 ratios like this, 1 over 2 and 3 over 6, they are equal because 1 over 2 is half and 3 over 6 also divided by 3 each also equal half. Then they are equal ratios. So 1, 2, 3, and 6 are proportional quantities. Okay, now if I multiply 1 by 6 like this, equals what? 1 times 6 equals 6. And if multiply 3 times 2 like this, 3 times 2 equals what? Equals 6. Now we can find that if I multiplied 1 by 6 equals 6 and 3 by 2 equals 6, then the product of this is which called the cross multiplication. The cross here equals 6 and the cross here equals 6. Okay, 1 and 6 called the extremes, and 3 and 2 called the means. Then we can say that the product of means equals the product of the extremes, or the product of the extremes equals the product of means. Now what's the meaning of means and what's the meaning of the extremes? Back to A, B, C, D. The inner ones called means and the outer called extremes. Again, B and C are means, A and D are extremes. Okay, then the first times the fourth equal are the extremes, and the second and the third are the means. Okay, then if A over B equals C over D, then A times D equals B times C, and this is the first property. The product of the extremes equal the product of means. Okay, now I'm going to take the second property. In this property, if we have 1 times 6 equal 2 times 3 like this, okay, this a product of 2 numbers equal product of 2 numbers. Now I can reverse this form to a fractional form or proportional form. How come? If I divide 1 by 2, 1 divided by 2 equals half, and the opposite 3 over 6, 3 over 6 also equal half, then 1 over 2 equals 3 over 6. Okay, this is the property. If I have A times D equals B times C, then A over B equals C over D, like this. Okay, and this is the second property with us. This is a very important property. For example, if I have 3x equal 5y, then if I need x over y here equal 5 over 3. Again, x over y equal 5 over 3, like this. I think it's very easy. Okay, this property is the opposite of the product of means equal the product of extremes. I can say that property 1 and 2 are opposite to each other, or they are the same property but in two different directions. Okay, now I'm going to solve a problem. Now let's solve example 5. In this example, if x plus 3y over 2x minus y equal 4 over 3, now we have a proportion. Find the ratio x to y. This problem exactly like the previous problems, but here we have x and y. Okay, now I will use the cross multiplication as I take before. Then 3 multiplied by x plus 3y equal 4 multiplied by 2x minus y. Now I will distribute 3 times x equals 3x plus 3 times 3y equals 9 y equal 4 times 2 equals 8 x minus 4 times y equals 4y. Okay, now I'm going to collect the like together. How come? I will send negative 4y to the left side with 9y and send 3x to the right side with 8x. It will be like this: 9y plus 4y equals 8x minus 3x. 9y plus 4y equals 13y. 8x minus 3x equals 5x. Okay, now I need what? I need x to y. Then x over y equal, by using property number 2, x over y equals 13 over 5. Again, x over y equals 13 over 5. Okay, now let's solve example 6. In this example, if x power of 2 minus 4y power of 2 equals 3xy, then find x to y. Okay, in this example, there is a difference between this form and this form. In this form, we have two fractions. Then I multiplied means by extremes, or make a cross multiplication. But here, I have x power of 2 and negative 4y power of 2 and 3xy. This called trinomial. When we have a trinomial included x power of 2 and y power of 2 and term included x and y, then we are going to factorize. Okay, but before factorize, I need to collect all the terms in the left side. Then I need to send 3xy to the left side to be between x power of 2 and the negative 4y power of 2, like this. X power of 2, 3xy, send from right to left to be negative 3xy, and minus 4y to the power of 2 equals 0. Okay, now I will open two brackets like this. X power of 2 will distribute it here and here. Minus 4 equals 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. Because we have negative sign here, I need two factors. The difference between them equals 3. Then I will choose 1 and 4. Okay, I will put 1 here and 4 here, and I will send the middle sign to the big factor here, and this one will be the opposite one. Okay, this one equals 0. I will make them two equations. Okay, here we have y power of 2, then it will be 1y, and this one will be 4y. Okay, then the first one, x plus y equal 0, and here x minus 4y equal 0. Send y to the other side, then x equals negative y, and here x equal positive 4y. Okay, here x over y equal x over negative 1 equal y over x will take negative 1 and y 1, then it will be negative 1 over 1, and here x will over y equal, here x over y equal x opposite to 4 corresponding to 4 and y corresponding to 1, then the ratio equal 4 over 1. Now I have two ratios, x over y equal negative 1 over 1 and x over y equal 4 over 1. Example 7. Number 1, 5a minus 4b equals 0, then a over b equals what? Okay, first I will send 4b there, then 5a equal 4b. Okay, a over b equals 4 over 5. Number 2, find the fourth proportion for the four numbers 4, 12 and 16. Okay, the numbers like this. Here the first is 4, the fourth proportion, and okay is x, then 4 over 12 equals 16 over 4. By make the cross multiplication, then 4x equals 16 times 12, 16 times 12, which is equal 192. Then send 4 there, divide by 4, therefore x equals 48. Okay, the next example. The second proportion for 2, 4 and 6. Okay, the fraction like this. The second is here. Okay, I will arrange the numbers 2, 4 and 6. I can make it by this cross multiplication like this, x times 4 equal 2 times 6, or I can make it by another way, 2 times 6 over 4. Then x equals 2 times 6 over 4, 12 over 4 equals 3. The next one, here we have 3, 4x and 11 are proportional, then x equal 3 over 4 equal x over 11, then x equal 3 times 11 over 4. 3 times 11 over 4 equals 8.25. The next one, here we have 5a minus 7b over 8a plus 11b equals 0. Okay, I will make it 0 over 1, and then I make cross multiplication. 5a minus 7b times 1 equals 5a minus 7b equal this expression times 0 equals 0. Then I will send 7b there, therefore 5a equal 7b. Then a takes 7, b takes 5, then b over a equal 5 over 7. The next one, 9a power of 2 minus 25b equals 0. I can solve this one by two different ways, by using factorization or by normal equation. I will use the equation. I will send the negative 25b power of 2 to the other side. It will be like this: 9a power of 2 equals 25b power of 2. And then by taking the square root to both sides, therefore 3a equals negative or positive 5b. Therefore a takes 5 and b takes 3. Then a over b equals negative or positive 5 over 3. Okay, now I'm going to explain property number 3. Find the number that if it is added to each number of the numbers 3, 5, 8, and 12, they becomes proportional. Okay, first I suppose that this number is x, therefore 3 plus x over 5 plus x. When they are proportional, then the first ratio equals the second ratio. Okay, 8 plus x over 12 plus x. Okay, now I will make cross multiplication by using the first property. Okay, then open bracket 3 plus x times 12 plus x, like this, equal 8 plus x times 5 plus x, like this. Okay, now I will distribute 3 times 12 equals 36. 3 times x, positive 3x, x times 12, 12x, plus x times x equals x power of 2. And in the right side, 8 times 5 equals 40. 8 times x, 8x, x times 5, positive 5, x times x equal x power of 2. Okay, now by looking carefully, we have here x power of 2 and x power of 2 will cancel together, and I will collect 3x and 12x together, 8x and 5x together. It will be like this: 36 plus 15 x equals 40 plus 5 plus 13 x. Okay, now collect x together and the numbers together. Okay, it will be 15 x minus 13 x equals 40 minus 36. 15 minus 13 equal 2x, and here 40 minus 36 equal 4, then divided by 2, then x equal 2, then the number is 2. The next example, if a plus b over b equal C plus D over D. Prove that A, B, C, and D are proportional quantities. Okay. Here I will make a cross multiplication. D times this bracket, D times A plus B equals B times C plus D. I will distribute, then dA plus dB equal BC plus BD. Here we have BD and BD are like in both sides. Then I will cross BD with BD. Therefore, dA equals BC. Then A over C, excuse me, A over B equals C over D. Therefore, A over B equals C over D. Therefore, A, B, C, and D are proportional quantities. Okay, now I'm going to study property 3. In this property, if we have two fractions, A 1 over 2 equals 3 over 6. Okay, then we can find another proportion from those two fractions like this. 1 over 3 equal 2 over 6, like this. 1 over 3 equal 2 over 6. How come? The antecedent over the antecedent equals the consequent over the consequent. 1 over 3 equal 2 over 6. You can check this one. 1 times 6 equals 6. 2 times 3 equal 6. Then this is a correct statement. I can take another proportion from this one like this. 3 over 1 equals 6 over 2. This is another proportion. Then we can briefly the property like this. A over B equals C over D. Then A over C over B equal B over D. Okay, like this. And this is the property. For example, if we have x over 2 equals y over 3, then x over y equal what? X over y equals 2 over 3. Okay. Property number 4. In this property, if we have a fraction like this, 3 over 6 equals 1 over 2. Okay. By looking carefully, here we have 1, 3, and 1. They are not equal, but 3 equal 1 times 3, and 6 and 2 are not equal. Okay, 6 equal 2 times 3. Then, if we have a fraction like this, okay, then the first equals the first time constant, and the second equals the second time constant, like this. If we have x over y equal a over b, then x equal am and y equal bm, and m here is the constant and written like this. X equal am and y equal bm. This is a very, very important property. For example, if x over y equals 2 over 3, Okay, then x equal 2m and y equals 3m, written like this: x equal 2m and y equals 3m. This is a very, very important property. We use this property in this case. If we have x over y equal fraction, then x equal the upper the first term times m, and y equals the second term times m. Okay, let's solve the next example to understand this property. Here we have drill example 10. In this example, we have a over b equal 3 over 4. Then find the value of 4a plus b over 2a minus b. Here a equals 3m and b equal 4m. Therefore, in place of a and b, I will write 3m and 4m. It will be 4 times 3m plus 4m, and 2 times 3m minus 4m equal 4 times 3 equals 12, m plus 4m, 6m minus 4m. Okay, now by looking carefully to this expression, 12m and 4m, now we have two like terms, but here we have two different terms. In the different terms you can't add them, but if we have like terms we can add them like this: 12 plus 4 equals 16m, 6 minus 4 equal 2m. Now I can cross m with m, and 16 over 2 equals 8. Then this expression in the simplest form equals 8. Another example. Example 11. Here we have a over b, x over y equals 2 over 3. Find the expression 3x plus 2y over 6y minus x. Okay, x here equal to m and y equal 3m. Therefore 3 times 2m plus 2 times 3m over 6 times 3m minus 2m equal. First I'm going to expand the brackets. 3 times 2, 6, m plus 6m over 18 m minus 2m equals 6m and 6m are like terms. It will be 12m. 18m minus 2m equals 16m. Cross m. 12 over 16 equals 3 over 4 in the simplest form. Another example. Here we have a, b, and c equals 5 to 7 to 3. Okay. And a plus b equal 27.6. Find the value of a, b, and c. Okay. First, here we have the ratio between three numbers, and the ratio in the simplest form 5 to 7 to 3. Then a equals 5m, b equals 7m, and c equals 3m. Since we have this given, then I will replace a and b by 5m and 7m. Therefore 5m plus 7m equals 27.6. Then 12m m equal 27.6. By sending 12 there, divide, then m equals 2.3. Okay, therefore a, which is equal 5, m equals 5 times 2.3 equals 11.5. b equals 7m, 7 times 2.3 equals 16.1. c, which is equal 3m equal 3 times 2.3 equals 6.9. The next example, 2a equals 3b equal 4c. Find a to b to c. Okay, I will make them two equations. The first one, 2a equals 3b. a takes 3 and b takes 2. Therefore, a over b equals 3 over 2. And the other one, 3b equals 4c from here. Then b takes 4, c takes 3. Then b over c equal b takes 4, as I said, 4, and c takes 3, like this. Okay, now by looking to the common here is b. Okay, now by multiply I need to make b the same. Okay, b here equal 4 and b here equal 2. Okay, to make them equal, then this 2 needs to multiply by 2, because 2 times 2 equal 4. So I will multiply up and down by 2. Okay, therefore a over b equals 6 over 4. Here a opposite to 6, b opposite to 4, b opposite to 4, c opposite to 3. Therefore a to b to c, a 6, b 4, c 3. This is the ratio in the simplest form. Okay, well, we can solve it by another way, but this is the best or the simplest way. Example 14. Two integers, the ratio between them 3 to 7. If we subtract 5 from each ratio, the ratio becomes 1 to 3. Okay, when we have, because we have two integers, then I will call them x and y. Let the two integers be x and y. Therefore, x over y equals 3 to 7. Okay, now I will not solve by x and y because we have two different symbols. Okay, then I will make them x equal 3m and y equal 7m. Okay, if we subtract 5 from each term like this, 3m minus 5 and 7m minus 5, the ratio between them becomes 1 to 3. This ratio changed to be 1 over 3. Then I will make cross multiplication as usual. Then 3 times 3m minus 5 equals 1 times 7m minus 5 equals 7m minus 5. 3 times 3, 9m. 3 times 5, 15. And here 7m minus 5. I will send 7m here and negative 15 to the right side. Then 9m minus 7m equals negative 5 plus 15. Then 2m equals 10. By sending 2 to the right side divided by 2, then m equals 5. Now x, which is the first number, equals 3 times 5 equals 15, because x equals 3m, and y, which is the second number, equals 7 times 5 equals 35. And this is the end of the lesson. I hope it was helpful for you. See you in the next video, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mr. Ahmed Mahmoud was with you.